Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today's the big day. Hopefully, we've got almost 300 cards in packs, almost 40 of those being footies, and our first 99 rated player SBC leaked. There's no better time than now for EA to finally take the lid off of this end game grind and give us that one SBC that we want. I do have a few doubts though, because after yesterday's preseason day one with a couple of the SBCs and a couple of the evolutions that we had, the content's a little lackluster and not so end game, but at least we do have two new ways to get some FC26 packs, which we will discuss today. Also, can we take a look at this screen? Look how small all of those cards are in the preseason re-release Team 1 graphic here. There is so many cards in packs, you might as well not even put them on the screen here, man. That's so tiny. Anyways, guys, if you're excited for the video and excited for the unlimited 85x10, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, I want to make a quick note before we get into everything preseason today, because as you guys maybe have been hearing me say in this last couple of days, this last week, this is going to be the last video for me for about a week. I'm taking about a week off, going on a little holiday vacation, wherever you want to call it, wherever you're from, just to take some breaks away from the game, to rest up before the big FC26 launch. To be honest, FC25 in the latter months, especially with how the content's been, team of the season wise, shapeshifters and everything, taken more out of me than I thought, honestly. It's been a little bit rough, even on my side of things, to just want to play the game every day. Like a lot of the way you guys are feeling about the game, I feel a little bit of that as well. So I'm really looking forward to this week. You're probably not going to hear much from me at all on socials. That's the whole point, right? To take a step back, to rest, relax, disconnect, recharge, and all that good stuff. So that's why you won't see videos. I apologize in advance for not dropping the daily videos every day this week, but we will pick it right back up after we get back. But I wanted to make that announcement today just so you're aware of what's happening this week. Now, let's get into yesterday's content on Promo Friday of preseason. Firstly, here in the seasonal part of objectives, we do have the Season 10 weekly play, which you have to get 3 of these different sections done here, 3 of the different 5, right? You can do SBCs, then you have to play 5 games in Rivals, Squad Battles, Champs, or Rush to get your weekly play done. These packs are kind of cool though. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 guaranteed footies packs as you go up throughout the weeks of this Season 10 weekly play completionist. And inside of the live tab here, this is where it's good. We got the FC26 coloring as well. The backgrounds of the menus kind of match all the FC26 stuff here for this preseason promo. There's a lot going on in here. We have a daily play games completionist with 1000 SP. We've got a preseason objective here for Sofia Cantore in the NWSL. And this brings us to our first FC26 carryover reward. The Club is Yours 1 objective gives us an 80 plus times 10 in FC26, as well as a 5-match loan hero player pick. And it's a little bit annoying because you have to go into certain game modes and you have to have some certain players in your squads, but you can boost it up, assist 10 goals in any game, score 10 goals in any game, play 10 matches with 4 Ligue 1, win 4 matches with 3 Liga F, and win 6 with 5 La Liga. So you can combine those and put a couple of those together, but it does give you some decent packs as well as, most importantly, the 80 plus times 10 in FC26. So that is the first new pack. The second new pack is all the way down here at the bottom because I've already completed it, and a lot of you guys have too. We have our first 99 rated objective card, Antoine Griezmann. He just had an SBC. This is why when this leak happened yesterday that we were getting a 99 Griezmann, we were so confused because he just had a 98 rated Shapeshifter SBC re-release. But this preseason crafting upgrade is super easy to do, and as you can see in the description, it gives you an 82 by 5 in FC26 when you complete it 100 times. I will say, this 85 times 30 pack has a lot of potential for 50 completions, and if you've been doing 89 exchanges, which all of us have, this is a breeze to fly through on the app or on the console, building it with just golds. I was even putting gold rares, not just gold commons, into the preseason crafting upgrade pack. Some good fun packs from this that'll give you some more specials and chances for footies, and then of course the packs for FC26. This tweet right here, if you want to kind of summarize it really nicely, puts everything into perspective. For the FC26 packs that are out right now, there's three: 84.5 for completing the season pass, and 82.5 for the crafting upgrade, and the 80 times 10 for the club is yours. And you got plenty of time to do all of these. There's no hurry. There's no web page, unfortunately, as of right now, that EA put out to kind of show all the rewards like there was last year. Maybe there will be one coming. And since this one's called the Club is Yours 1, I would imagine that we would have a Club is Yours 2 objective next Friday as well. So be on the lookout for that. The daily play games is back for some pretty good packs as well. An 85.5 for playing 3 games in a day. That's actually really insane. And then we also have a Champs Journey objective. Guys, playing FUT Champs this weekend is really looking worth it. Gonna miss out on a USA Tillman card since I won't be playing, but there's some really nice player picks in here. And as we already talked about yesterday, the rewards for Rivals and for Champs are Footy's guaranteed player picks, and that is pretty good. So kind of extra juice to play FUT Champs this weekend with those objectives and with what's already there in rewards. Now, that's a lot of objective content. Let's go to evolutions, where we had 2 evos yesterday. First, another 5 playstyle plus the Wizard of Joy upgrading evolution here for center attacking mids that gives some very interesting playstyle pluses and some good stats. But it is 150,000 coins. And I don't know, this one's an okay evo because some cards look great in it. Some cards end up getting the 3rd playstyle plus boost out of this, which is Flare Plus, another Flare Plus sighting in evolutions after, I don't even know if we've seen that throughout the entirety of FC25, but you get First Touch and Tiki Taka first before the Flare, and then Low Driven is last. Sorry, Dead Ball is last, and then Low Driven Shot at the very end. But for most cards, if you're upgrading a guy who already has 4 playstyle pluses or maybe even 3, you're probably not running into the Flare Plus issue. You get a really nice passing boost, sorry, a shooting boost out of this. You go up to 98 shooting. Some people are putting in R9, his Immortals card. Some people are putting in old versions of Neymar and Dino. And since it is a position-specific center attacking mid evolution, you do get roles as well. Playmaker plus plus, as you see right there, Shadow Striker, Half Winger, and Classic 10, which is very nice. Again, 150,000 coins for the 5 playstyle pluses maybe feels a little bit steep, and that's one part of why I mentioned in the intro that I'm still a little bit worried for maybe EA taking the lid off of the endgame grind and really letting us run free with the high rateds and with the insane cards with 5 playstyle pluses, because they're still kind of holding back in a couple of different ways, and I think Evolutions is one of them. But there are some nice cards that come from this. That was not the only Evo dropped yesterday, though. We also had the Full Kit Warrior, which is for a center mid. Caps you at 4 playstyle pluses. This one is a free Evo with a couple of decent playstyle pluses added here. You get Long Ball, you get Quick Step, you get Incisive, and you get Press Proven Plus. So those are good playstyle pluses for sure. But again, another max 95 Evo, and it sounds like from the leakers saying in a couple of reply tweets, we might have a few more max 95 evolutions incoming still. I know a lot of us would love to see a max 97 at this point. Sounds like that's not necessarily super soon unless there's another leak out there. Now, let's go to SBCs where things do get a little bit better. First of all, our first big transfer SBC, and that is Florian Wirtz. Guys, this SBC is 18 squads, and he is a very good card in terms of the stats. Of course, you got to watch him play yesterday as the Premier League opened up. And of course, today, big day, Saturday, for a lot of football games. That's very, very exciting. The one thing about the transfer SBCs and a lot of the transfer cards year over year is they don't have dynamic images, right? Because there's maybe not the rights that are there yet for the images, or really there haven't been many games played at all. And maybe EA doesn't want to put in the work to get all of those pictures put into the game for cards that have just transferred. I don't exactly know how it goes down in terms of the legal proceedings of the rights and all of that. It's probably a really sticky situation. So just expect the, regular headshots. Like, that's not even a Liverpool Wirtz headshot, right? That's the same one that he has on his beginning of the game Leverkusen card, but nonetheless, it is a Liverpool Wirtz. 5 playstyle pluses, 18 squads, really easy to get done from your duplicate storage and with the high rated that are out right now. I don't think it's too much. I think the card is good. I think the stats are good. Playstyle pluses are fantastic. I haven't tried them out in game, but I literally just completed them from my duplicate storage because why not, right? That's how things are right now with SBCs, and that's a decent one. Now, we have a really interesting SBC here that I'm not a huge fan of. I know some people are because they want to collect these Portuguese star performers, Nations League winner cards, and that's a sick dynamic image. Maybe you craft this SBC just for the dynamic image and because it's Nuno Mendes alone, but to be honest, I'd rather have the 99 personally because I think that card's a bit better. Now, this Nuno Mensch, 9 squads there, it's not terrible. But again, I think a lot of us would rather pack these than have to go do a SBC for 9 squads to get it done. His price, of course, has dropped a lot, but the 99, that's the one that we'd really be after. Better playstyle pluses for a left back, better stats, and just a 99 rated card. Again, another way where it feels like EA's not fully letting this game go fully end game. But if you're not doing that SBC and you're maybe not even doing Verts, you're probably doing this new campaign pick. Not much changed here in terms of what's in the pack. It's still Road to the Final winners, footies, and some shapeshifters, but it's 1 of 6 and it's back to 2 squads. And unfortunately, the packs you get back from each individual section are untradeable. This is definitely a conscious decision by EA because they know people could farm coins, and I guess they don't want people doing that in this stage of the game, which is kind of annoying. And this SBC is actually kind of annoying now. Instead of just 11 87 pluses to turn in, you got to turn in 9 88 and aboves, and then you need a team of the week or a team of the season in an 84 rated squad, which is also a little bit annoying, right? It's still a good SBC to do, and of course, it is a 1 of 6 now instead of a 1 of 5, so I'm still going to be hitting this, trying to pack Hyunmin Son and trying to pack Udogi for at least a little bit longer. I'll be doing that one. One thing that helps that SBC get done easier is the 1 of 3 TOTS player pick. This is, I guess, EA's way of trying to control team of the season cards in price a little bit, although it's not going to do anything because TOTS cards are still going up on the market because this is a untradeable TOTS pick. What this is really nice for, though, it's just the craft. Like, if you're out of team of the seasons and you have a lot of 84s and 85s and 86s from doing all the exchanges, just dump those into this pack. I kind of want to explain the new grind that we have with this because 87s, they were so important with the old shapeshifter Road to the Final picks, the campaign picks we had. It was all about saving the 87s and the 88s. Well, now 87s are kind of like useless. They don't have any specific place to go except for icon picks. What I've been doing with the grind is 89 pluses are still going into exchanges 100%. That's the way to go. 88s you need in the campaign. So I've been saving 88s for the 988 plus squad that you need there. And then 85 to 87 rateds are going into the 85 times 10, the 84 times 10, and the TOTS player pick. That's where I've been putting those because the TOTS player pick is once again just an 85 rated squad. Maybe you put some 84s as a part of this as well. But if you do those with your 83 to 87 rated, you're going to stack up a lot of team of the seasons and never have to worry at all about having TOTS. I know that you do get a lot of team of the seasons from just doing the 80, 5 times 10s, 84 10s, and the exchange grind, but you'll run out every once in a while, and I think that pick is there to help with that. And then I should mention with the crafting upgrade SBC, as you're of course chasing that and getting the objective done, all of your gold commons and even gold rares. Guys, I would put gold rares into the crafting objective and the crafting upgrade SBC as well. But once you get 100 completions on that and finish the objective, get the 99 Griezmann, I don't think that SBC is really worth doing after that. And then all of your gold rares and commons can go back into the 83 plus player pick, which I think is still available. I haven't done an 83 plus pick in a few days, even though that's where I was able to get a couple of 99s. Yeah, it's still there. It's out for 34 days. It's out till the end game. So I would do the crafting upgrade until you're done with the objective, and then just go back to the 83 plus player picks there, because you never know what you're going to get. And I bet those 83 plus picks are pretty good with all the special cards that are in packs right now. Now, of course, with the pack grind potentially going unlimited, as we're talking about today for our favorite endgame SBC, the pack grind might change a little bit, but I don't think it's going to change a whole lot if that does happen today. Now, talking about preseason batch 1 and all these cards that are in packs, this is a new tunnel that we're not used to seeing, the shapeshifters, right? Because the shapeshifters are in packs. Wait, is this Maldini? Guys, Maldini seems to be very packable from the re-release. Footies 98 Maldini. Okay, it's not. It's Baresi. But I saw a lot of people packing him yesterday. His price dropped a lot. And it is nice to have a lot of footies in packs. That was a pretty bad exchange, actually. I mean, the Odegaard was decent, and there was a few high rateds. But in terms of all the cards that are in packs now, it definitely feels like you hit more special cards per pack. The 85 10s especially felt like I was getting a ton of special cards, which is obviously way more fun, and it does feel like a bit of a, I don't know, an excitement boost a little bit over what we just had with the last batch of footies cards. And you do feel like you're packing a lot more footies, because how many footies in terms of the icons and regular cards with heroes do we have? I think it's like 40. between all of the regular footies, heroes, and the icons. So you're seeing a lot more pink, a lot more 97 rated footies. Still, the chase for the 99s is difficult, but it does feel like the pack weight's maybe a little bit better in terms of the footies cards specifically. Now, mostly you're packing the 97s like Taram, who's now 83,000 coins after he was a couple 100K yesterday. Again, I mentioned the Maldini. He was my best pack pull yesterday. I think he's being packed by a lot of people as he's on the top of Footbin. He went from 1.4 mil down to 700K. So that's kind of what's happening with a lot of those cards. Even the 99s like Messi. He was 5 mil. Now he's 3.1 mil. Anything that gets re-released, you know it's going to get cooked. You could have traded with these cards a bit because Maldini was like 1.4, went all the way down to 500K, and is now back up at 782. But if you pack any of those tradable, don't hold on to them. Take the money because they're definitely going to drop. Now, speaking of the market, just a little bit. I know, market talk at this time of the year. It needs to happen because a lot of you have made investments. And good investments you've made. Team of the weeks and team of the seasons. The interesting part about the team of the season cards, guys, is sure that Todd's player pick is out, but EA is not running any lightning rounds right now. Like, look, there's no lightning round section in here for global limit packs. They're not running anything at the moment except for the regular promo packs, which is actually helping team of the seasons stay inflated in price and maybe just made the team of the week investment this week even better. Team of the weeks are now approaching 20,000 coins. They're almost a 20K. And team of the seasons were 25K yesterday. And with the potential of the 8510 going unlimited, team of the seasons could be in for a really solid rise. I know, you're like, Nate, there's a team of the season player pick out. Who needs to buy these off the market? I know most of us are not. And if you are, don't feel bad. You don't have to. Just keep opening packs, do the Tots player pick, and you won't need to buy these. But these cards are still going up. Look at Joao Neves, the 96 rated Tots card that we check almost every day in price. All of these Tots were up at 25K. Some of them were selling for 27 to 30,000 coins yesterday after the drop. What I would do if I had team of the seasons is list them at 25 to 27K or above and collect your lazies, because if EA's not going to run lightning rounds, these cards are still going to stay in demand every single day around the content drop. They may drop a little bit lower like they kind of are right now in the early morning hours, and you may be able to trade with team of the seasons like that every single day. Just be, of course, careful for team of the weeks rather when the SBC refreshes on Wednesday and you have that tradable supply coming in. But the prices of team of the weeks and team of the seasons are going to stay up until we have more tradable supply, just because that's what makes the prices go down. The supply brings them down. The demand from all the 84 and 85 10s and the new campaign pick requiring team of the weeks or team of the seasons brings those prices back up with the demand there. So that's the situation with those cards. Now, speaking of the unlimited SBC, we might need more team of the weeks and team of the seasons for the 85 times 10. This has been the day that a lot of us have been looking forward to, because it could mean finally the 85 times 10 going unlimited, which would be early. I want to mention this straight off the bat. The 8510 going unlimited repeatable this early would be the earliest it's ever been dropped. In previous years, it's been till September or like the very end of August. But as we've mentioned multiple times, this year the 8410 went unlimited repeatable earlier than ever. It's possible we do get this today, guys. If I had to put a percentage chance on it, man, like this is almost following the same trajectory as the 84 times 10. I would feel like 8510 unlimited today has a 79% chance of being unlimited repeatable, because we've been staying ahead of the game with the upgrade packs, right? We've been asking for 99 rated player SBCs, 99 rateds, right? Because the 98s, sure, they're decent, but we want something massive. I know we just had an SBC for Inverts who's 18 squads, and we have an Icon SBC for Eusebio who's 23 squads, and we want these massive SBCs for players that have a lot of squads in them, but not all these feel worth it yet, man. Like, give us that 99 Nuno Mensch and make that 30 squads. I would be there because it's 30 squads. That would give me a card that feels worth it to grind for that number of squads, but we can't talk about that as much because it didn't happen. But if we have the 85 times 10 and the upgrade grind goes up another level, maybe that does make room for our first 99 rated player SBC. It would make sense. It would hit pretty hard if EA decided to drop this unlimited repeatable today, which we hope, and then drop this, our first 99 rated player SBC, right alongside of it. Those would go together like peas in a pod. Unlimited 8510, 99 SBC for Blanc. This is The E-World Cup winner SBC chosen by the winner, Man of Ashore. 99 Laurent Blanc. He chose the playstyle pluses allegedly and the stats. 99 defending, 98 physicality, 93 passing, 91 dribble. 94 pace with pinged, block, slide tackle, anticipate, and aerial. Feels like maybe EA didn't want him to put intercept or bruiser on the card to make it too good. So they let him put slide tackle instead. Because that's like the one thing about this card. Either the aerial or the slide tackle, I'm like, I don't know if he really requested that. But, it's EA working together with the pro player to put the card out. So that's still going to be a fantastic card nonetheless. It may not drop today. Again, it would make sense 100% if it did with the unlimited 85 times 10. But that's not the only SBC that we do have leaked, although it probably is the most exciting right now. There's a lot of others. We have a 98 Giroud, 98 Lenny Yoro. And once again, all these cards are transfer cards except for a couple of re-releases. Dino's obviously a very exciting card just because it's Dino. Gervinho's leaked to be a re-release SBC as well. But you have Griezmann, who's not a transfer, who was in objectives. You have Lenny Yoro, who's not a transfer. Maybe he's going to be in objectives as well. And then you have the rest of these being transfer SBCs. So, the Joao Felix, the Joao Pedro, the Kyle Walker at Burnley, the Kudus from Spurs. Really interested to know where this Lenny Yoro is going to fit into the grand scheme of things. I digress. Maybe he's like a cup reward or something. Today on Saturday, I think it's got to be either Blanc or Dino or Gervinho or probably two, because there's a lot of SBC players here / objective players. I'm going to guess that we get two cards today. A player SBC, maybe an icon SBC. We will have to see as a part of the content today on Saturday, but obviously it's the unlimited 85 times 10 that matters the most. Speaking of crafting SBCs, I do believe today's the day the icon player pick may refresh as well before it goes away tomorrow on Sunday. I think this SBC always refreshes on Saturdays for 3 more times to be able to complete it before we get a new icon pick. So that's one thing to watch out for today with content as well. And then other than that, there's no leaks at the moment for evolutions. But hopefully we will get another evolution. Usually we do on the weekends. And that's really what matters today, guys. Let's be honest. Here we go again with a Shapeshifter Tunnel. It is kind of fun to see this Shapeshifter Tunnel now because it is very different than before. Let me know in the comments who you guys have packed so far that's different from this re-release. For me, it's just been the Shapeshifter cards and Footy's Maldini. Like, that's it. Because everything else, like we mentioned in yesterday's video, has already been in packs. Like, that Lukaku was a dupe. Absolutely love that card. He's in my starting 11. He's a beast. But the same re-release of cards is what it feels like we have when you're packing the same 88s, 89s, 90s, and 91s up to all the 95 rateds from the last couple of weeks. Even like Fantasy Caicedo and Fantasy whoever that is, Burkhart. Yeah, I pack him all the time. It's the same players, but it does feel like kind of a new grind with the high-rated players put on top of the re-release with all the Footies cards, with all the shapeshifters. It makes for some, confusion when you're looking down the tunnel and you're like, wait, who is this? Especially when you see the shapeshifters. Like, I packed Sadio Mane yesterday, and I was kind of like, wait, what's going on here? Wow. That was a 1 special card, 89 exchange. That was okay, 2, John Barnes. That was kind of a stinker. Kind of upping the ante on the exchange packs now. You feel like you're going to get at least 3 or 4 specials, and when you get less than that, it feels like a disappointment. Yeah, I'm still chasing the 99s, though, but I know a lot of you guys that were hitting them yesterday, so that's what kind of motivates me. Another Joao Gomez, back-to-back packs. That's what motivates me, and Fouty, too, to keep grinding through the exchanges and get everything done. Is sure there's not a 99 SBC yet, but all the 99s and even the 98s that are out, I would love Eto. I'd try him out for a few games. Of course, the 99s for building out the teams and stuff like that would be the most fantastic pull. But it does feel like the grind has been rejuvenated a little bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 3 specials at the front, Tots card at the back. We move. I got to do my 86 plus picks before they expire tomorrow as well. And then I probably won't open a pack for a little while. Let's open one more exchanger, one last send-off pack. I won't be doing a bunch of companion packs while I'm away, just because that's the whole point, right? The whole point is to step away and to refresh and recharge. And you won't be doing that if you're on the game, or at least I won't. All right, that was a stinker. So maybe I will miss out on a few pack pulls this week, but you know what? It's okay. There'll be cards and packs for week 2 of preseason and a whole bunch more going on there. So best of luck to you guys. Keep tweeting me your 99s, even when I'm gone this week. Absolutely. Would love to hear about that, know about that. Tweet me your profits if you're making profits on Tots cards and Team of the Weeks. And specifically the 99s, though. We want to see that. So here's to the Unlimited E5 times 10. And here's to finally some 99 rated SBCs. And maybe if we're lucky, a 99 rated Evo at least coming soon. I wish you guys all the best of weeks. I'll probably post once or twice on Twitter a couple of pictures, or maybe on Instagram as well, so you may be able to keep in touch with me there while we are gone. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Have a great week. Enjoy the preseason grind. Get those FC26 packs. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you enjoy this one, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions, all that good stuff. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in a video in about a week. It's been TheFutAccountant signing off. Peace out.